Hello, my name is Sean Finney.
And I'm Richard Igo.
And this is the official unboxing video of the
Back to the Future Deluxe Edition.
we don't have a knife, do we?
It's quite erotic. Here we have the deluxe edition of Back to the Future, the game. And as you can see, it's designed to look like something that might have come from the Hill Valley Historical Society archives. And these are supposedly Doc Emmett Brown's personal belongings, so that's pretty cool. So if we open it up, let's take a look at what's inside. So the first thing that we've got is the Hill Valley Historical Society photo album, which has images from back from 1865 through to 1990. And then we have some really cool images that go all the way back to the days of the Western frontier through to the Prohibition period. The thing I like about a lot of these images actually is that, you know, they kind of featured in the game, but they weren't at the forefront, as it were, so it's nice that they're here now so you can actually see them in some detail.
Yeah, like this one was on the wall of Citizen Brown's office, and this one was up on the wall in the speakeasy.
And there's Biff, of course, go all the way through to modern times, as it were. This is one of my favourites, actually, of course, with Marty in there, and it just says that he's basically the typical Hill Valley teenager, so that's pretty cool. And then we move on to some of the other items that we have in here, which are Doc Brown's original notes. These are all, you know, created by hand, as it were. The wrinkles that you see here are actually added for effect, so the ones that you get will be nice and smooth. Sadly, they're not self-wrinkling, but you can go ahead and do
We figured you would appreciate it if you had that option.
Yes. Here's the helmet, and we've also got other cool stuff like the rocket power drill, which of course is very, very important right from the outset of the game series. We've got the canine retrieval apparatus, which was to get Einstein down from the roof of the clock house.
Clock house?
Sorry, the clock tower. It's a look, wait a minute, look. It's shaped vaguely like a house.
Indeed.
It has a clock on the front.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it not a clock house?
Clock tower.
It's not a tower. I'm going to have to call Bob Gale about this because I've just noticed there's something wrong with Back to the Future. Anyway, what else to me? There's my beloved Edna Strickland, and we were just talking about this earlier, the fact that quite a few members of the Telltale team find Edna rather attractive, as do I. Young Edna specifically.
Yeah.
She's
Is there something about her that...
It could be the aspects of domination and control. This is nice because it shows how Doc fell in love with Edna and even worked in some of his scientific principles. There you can see EMC from E = MC squared in there, and the little love hearts and stuff, and the fact that he drew her at all is testimonial to his love for her. And then what do we have? Oh, this is one of my favorite things in there. This is the schematic, or at least the initial sketch for the flux capacitor. And any Back to the Future fan would of course recognize this. So here we have a postcard featuring the lovely Trixie Trotter.
This is the one, of course, that's temporarily gets Trixie Trotter fired from working at the expo.
That's correct.
Because she wasn't apparently US born.
That's correct. Mr. McFly has to use that to basically get her in trouble and get her fired, enabling us to move on to the next section of the game.
Wreaking havoc throughout space and time.
Is it wrecking or wreaking havoc?
Wreaking havoc throughout space and time.
I don't like to brag, but these are actually modelled on my legs. You can tell by the shapely calf that that is in fact me.
Mm-hmm. To this day, our concept artist still has a shock of white hair.
And then, finally, the last thing that we have here in the box, what's in the box, is this lovely thing, which is of course the game itself. Now, the game disc inside there is identical to the one that you would find in the collector's edition, but there's an obvious and very, very cool difference to this in that the inlay features a very, very different and very cool design. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the deluxe edition of our Back to the Future game. We hope you like what you've seen, and we hope that you have ordered it, and if you haven't, go ahead and do that right now.